visualizers. Hey, get out of my shot. Hey, welcome back to our nation. So, Beast and I, we just got out of Deadpool. First of all,
yeah.
Before we get into it, sorry, let me scooch up here so that
Excuse me.
he's still fighting that cold.
No, actually, it's just starting to come. Oh, this stuff's just trying to come
Well,
out.
I don't think they need to hear that. So, as always, you guys can find our Facebook, our Twitter, YouTube, Daily Motion.
All of our
and
information
Patreon.
down below in our description.
Yep.
And info panel if you're watching, or info panel, I don't know exactly what it is on Daily Motion yet.
The description down there.
It's still description?
It's still description.
Okay. Well, as Toons has said, we just came out of Deadpool. Oh, Jesus Christ, that movie.
Well, that happened.
So totally worth the wait. Admittedly, I've waited until now to go see it. I've been chomping at the bit. I wanted to go see it when it came out. Unfortunately, couldn't.
Well, it's only been a few days.
It's been more than a few days. It came out last Thursday.
Yeah, today is...
Almost a week later.
Yeah.
Over a week later.
So, it's not too long. Leave it unplugged. Leave it off.
So you can count
Okay, but you
just
don't
a
need
little
it on. They can just... Okay.
Well, we're not going to give any spoilers.
I won't agree to that.
Huh?
I won't agree to that. It's already been out for a while.
Yeah,
if you felt bad chomping at the bits waiting a week, then you can get spoilers.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I was chomping at the bits. Deadpool's bits.
I wasn't going to go there. I was going to let the commentators say that.
But
Guys, right, I do not want to see Beast Deadpool fanfic, okay? I do not want to read Super Beast / Deadpool.
Super Beast and Deadpool forever. But no, awesome movie. Had me laughing from...
Can I have the camera?
Had me laughing from beginning to end. And that's about really the biggest praise I could give this movie. Excellent, excellent directing, great script.
Yeah, by some directing by some asshole.
Yep. And some hot guy, starring some hot guy. That was pretty much the opening credits. Was just like, Deadpool doing like little captions for each person that was in the movie.
Yeah,
not their name, but a description of the person.
Now, I just want to say I am glad I was not sitting next to you, Super Beast.
I didn't say anything. Only thing is, there was parts that I was laughing so hard.
And clapping. That was a little, yeah.
Well, there was people all around me laughing and clapping.
No, you were the only one clapping.
No, I was not.
Yeah, so,
no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
But it was, I do definitely give, it was funny.
I thought it was everything that I expected from a Deadpool movie. God, there was one part where he literally breaks the fourth wall in his fourth wall breaking. I wish he would, instead of saying, that's 16 walls, broken, I wish he would have said that's meta even for me. That would have been a better line.
Ultimately, I can't be like, I hated this film. I'm trying to really come up with like big faults that I can be like,
and there wasn't any, really. I mean, they worked really hard on the script. You could tell. And Ryan Reynolds, oh my God, fought so hard for this movie to be made.
Which we're sure that you guys already know the story.
Yeah.
If not, you can easily look it up. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about what we thought of the film.
Ryan Reynolds really is about the only person I could ever have seen playing Deadpool. Yeah, he is our world equivalent of the Merc with the mouth.
You know, I was actually really worried going into this film because of Origins, X-Men Origins, Wolverine Origins. I loved Deadpool in that film, just like everyone else did, and I hated the rest of the film, with the exception of that opening sequence. If they had stuck in, like, any of those time eras with, like, watching Wolverine being an awesome soldier and stuff, I would have loved the shit out of that movie. But I was moving back to this one. I was worried about this film because, honestly, the X-Men series and the Wolverine series and so many of these films go wrong so easily, and they've just been going so downhill. This movie was awesome. It was fucking amazing. Yep. I cannot be like I hated really any part of this film. Nope. I thought Ryan Reynolds was a great choice for this.
I think everybody was a great choice. Yeah. I mean, really, I have a hard time thinking of a single character in this movie that was not perfectly cast, even the background people.
Yeah, like the girl who they got for the main female lead. At first, I was actually kind of hating her. She seemed a little... I can't quite say wooden, but didn't have any kind of a range with her acting ability. Yeah. It was, I like Ryan Reynolds.
And really, yeah.
Hold on, I like Deadpool, and he's a little bit of a perv. But at the end there, the end scene, you can see the anger on her.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that slow-mo scream of asshole. I was sold on her at that moment. I was sold on her. I was ready to come out here and bitch and complain about her casting. But I was sold on her when she screamed that asshole. Fuck you, Hollywood. Fuck you.
Like I said, especially when it came to Wolverine Origins, I liked the entire movie. I didn't by any means think it was a great movie, but I thought it was a consistently good movie throughout.
I'm not saying anything.
The two saving graces of that movie was Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson / Deadpool. Really, the only saving graces of that movie. I wish the script would have been better.
It needed to be better.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wasn't impressed by Hugh Jackman.
But
you heard me.
But
Hugh
Jackman and Ryan Reynolds both saved that movie as much as they could have. All I'm just thankful for is that it was the real catalyst for a Deadpool movie.
No, Days of Future Past was the catalyst.
No. Origins was, because after doing Origins, Ryan Reynolds honestly did not like the treatment of Deadpool in it and wanted a Deadpool movie. It was because of Origins that he started fighting so hard for a Deadpool movie. I know,
but that wasn't why the execs approved.
Well, it was. I'm not saying the execs. I'm saying that's what was the catalyst for the start for Ryan Reynolds to.
That one I agree with. That one I agree with. Yeah,
but yeah, Days of Future Past was what sealed the deal for the movie, and really, there was so many Easter eggs in that movie. It was
which movie? We're talking about 5. Okay,
Deadpool. There were so many Easter eggs in the Deadpool movie. It's insane. From first thing, you see a People magazine with Ryan Reynolds' face on it. So it's like...
and it was a real People magazine.
Yeah. It was the actual People magazine that Ryan Reynolds was on the cover for.
I mean, we saw this film in 2D, and I don't think that took away anything from it.
Oh, no. 3D would have definitely have added, because, all the different things that they had going on and everything, it would have definitely given it more depth. But the 2D, it was still there. Yeah. It was really good. Yeah. And honestly, I can only really see 3D improving it as far as like making it feel more in depth.
The only scene
a little more immersive.
The only thing I can think of where the 3D really would have added to it is that opening credit.
No,
which was why I went
just about all the real big fight scenes, it would have definitely given you a feel of depth in the fight, and a little bit more immersive.
You know, I was really well immersed in it.
Oh, yeah.
The storytelling did that.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, 3D would have just improved it a little bit. Not like, 3D would have been the saving grace for the film, or, it would 3D is going to make or break the film. No. Everything was there. All the ingredients were right in it. Direction, the script, editing, the choice of music. Everything.
Actually, that was one thing I did have a problem with, was the music in this film.
Really? I thought the music matched perfectly each and every scene.
My thought is someone needs to remind Marvel that there is music after 1991.
But you have to remember, the music was all in Deadpool's head.
Yeah, but it's still, how long has it been since we heard any new song that wasn't an orchestral piece in a Marvel film? I mean, that is my one complaint. I don't think, I'm not screaming about the use in this movie, honestly, but it's like every film that Marvel has done.
I'll say this, you want to know why? Because the demographic that is typically going to see these are our generation. People that actually know those songs.
I would agree to that much more if we also weren't seeing teenagers and older people going to the show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that they need
the music choices.
I'm not saying they need every song to be like a new band or something, but give some of the new artists. There really weren't. You had Shoop the Oomp by Salt and Pepper. That was the newest song on this mix, and that was 1993.
That was 1983.
Now, this is kind of what I'm saying. I can't think of any new Marvel movie that has had a newer song on it. Deadpool Rap was a remix of those Shoop, which does not count.
Nope, and it was original because it was the Deadpool Rap.
It was a remix of Shoop.
The instrumentals was the remix, but the lyrics were original.
Yeah, so like I said, I would like to see Marvel just to give some new artists a chance. Is that asking too much, Marvel? Give a new artist a chance to get known to our generation. If it is our generation who's only going to see this, then there's our generation here's someone new.
At least newer music from like the 2000s and getting into 2010s.
Yeah. I mean, there is good musicians out there now. And this is one of the things that was bothering me throughout this film. Guardians, I gave it the pass because Guardians,
honestly,
he was
though,
in the
80s and 90s music, another reason I can see why they choose it is honestly because 80s and 90s music is better at, really better at, cooperative storytelling. Really, yes. Because really, a lot of the 80s and 90s music had a theme, had an idea behind it.
And so does newer music.
Some of it. A lot of the stuff now is just, people trying to make money off of something that sounds popular.
Well, of course, but the reason you are a musician is to make money. This is speaking as a musician. You don't go into
make money.
Yeah, you don't go into music to say, I don't want to feed my family.
But well, no, a lot of musicians go into it because they love it and that's what they want to do.
Which is a fun hobby.
No.
Yeah, that's hobbyist. If you're trying to make a living, that is professional. There's a difference.
No, look at Kiss. They made music they wanted to.
The Kiss went into it to make money.
Yeah, but they also wrote the songs that they wanted to write.
Yeah.
Not what they thought was popular, not what they thought was going to be popular, what they wanted to write. The way they made money was because of their stage presence, because they had a gimmick. That's what made them money. Their music told a story, though.
And many new songs tell stories.
There are
stories
some.
Told to.
There are some. Like, well, really, Let It Go is one, but usually the ones that you hear that tell stories are either Goth music, dark wave, in other words, dark wave, emo music, 80s or 90s, or I shouldn't say 80s or 90s, but bands that try to recapture the sound of the 80s and 90s. Those are usually the ones that you do see that, you know, are telling a story or that have a good sound.
And on this, we're going to have to disagree.
Oh, that's all right, but that's
and
another.
We do this often, guys.
That's another discussion for another time.
It is.
Like
I said, I want to see newer bands in some of these movies, and I'm kind of giving the pass on this one. This movie's already out. I wish they would have used some newer artists, being able to help our
like
generation
I said,
find
you know,
newer...
2010s. There are some really good ones that do really good stuff and everything. I'm not hating on newer bands. I listen to a lot of newer music and everything. But yeah, you know, I understand why they chose the music for the reason they chose the music. I understand that.
And I definitely give the pass to like the X-Men films. Yeah. You know, the new ones are set in the past. You can't do much when you're set in the 1960s. You kind of got to stay in that genre. Yeah,
exactly. But no, excellent movie, very well done, had me laughing. And I did not see Ryan Reynolds once. I saw Wade Wilson / Deadpool the entire time.
I did. When he was first picking up the female lead, I don't remember her name, and this is Veronica. I definitely saw Ryan Reynolds. Vanessa. I definitely saw Ryan Reynolds. But I didn't think it took away.
The bad thing is... Ryan Reynolds and Wade Wilson / Deadpool mentalities are...
And Ryan Wilson's background is, with the exception
Ryan Reynolds.
That's what I said.
You said Ryan Wilson.
Thank you. Ryan Reynolds' background, with the exception of Deadpool, is...
comedy.
No, romantic comedy.
Well, still.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying... And that's those scenes... That definitely played off as a romantic comedy to a hooker.
And that's honestly Wade Wilson. And that's the thing. That's the thing that really gets me. Is just how perfect. I mean, even there, you messing up his name. Getting Wade Wilson and Ryan Reynolds mixing together. Because honestly...
Yeah, I don't care.
Because honestly... like I said, I think I said it perfectly at the beginning of this. Ryan Reynolds is our Wade Wilson. Is this universe's Wade Wilson?
So, well, why don't we move on real quick? Let's talk about some of the trailers we saw.
Honestly, I remember the Superman's
Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
We're definitely going to see that.
Yeah, we are. That one looks hella good. I am excited.
There was another one. Good Lord, it had a woman in it.
Boss.
That looks like it's going to be a fun movie.
You know, I don't want to see it. It looks to me like a subpar buddy comedy film that's with a female character, and that just the subpar comedy buddy comedy film.
You know what it actually is? You know what it actually is? It's a parody on everything that happened to God, what's her name?
Stewart?
Martha Stewart. Yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't draw me in at all.
It does me just because it just seems like it would be a really funny movie.
And I don't think it will be. I think it's going to be telegraphed humor and kind of lowest common denominator. So that's what I mean.
Yeah, you're more highbrow comedy. I don't mind the lowbrow shit. I don't mind, the lowest common denominator comedy. To me, if it's funny, it's funny. I mean, case in point... As funny as this movie is, there is only one movie with one scene that is funnier than anything that was in this movie.
Hold on. 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh, fuck no. That's just plain disgusting. No, it was the Three Stooges movie.
I hated that film. I love the Stooges. I hated that film.
Now, admittedly... It's not that good of a movie. It's funny. It's got its moments. It makes you chuckle throughout. But there is one scene in that movie that they said that there was a running gag that kind of set up with one of the assholes in the movie, and the payoff was so perfectly timed. I laughed so hard at that scene. I nearly blacked out in the theaters after seeing it.
Okay.
Even to this day, I think about that scene. I can't help but to laugh or chuckle.
So, well, we've already been talking here for 20 minutes.
Yeah. We'll end. Well,
actually, would you tell people to see it?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Me too. I would even tell people.
I would expect, if I ever told somebody not to go see this movie, for Deadpool to use his teleportation device, teleport right next to me and shoot me in the fucking head.
I would tell people to bring their kids, honestly.
I would say anything over like 15 or 16.
I would say 10.
Just because there is some TNA in the movie and a little bit of gratuitous sex. And that's only because of that. I would say, 15 would be the cutoff age.
I say that because, let's face it, we live in the time of the internet. I'm sure that they're able to find worse at just a little bit of a look. And quite frankly, let them see a good film with it for once.
But there are, but that's, irresponsible parents. There are responsible parents that do have site blocking, programs and everything on their computer. Yeah. Honestly, I say, nothing younger than 15 to go see this movie. Honestly, nothing younger than that.
And honestly, I was just trying to get a rise out of you guys out there. No, I agree.
It's
15, 16 would be a
other than that,
it's funny, it's violent, movie. It is
hilarious.
The pacing is really
dead on.
Yeah, it is fun.
There wasn't a time in that movie that I felt either bored or that the little times that that they kind of backtracked and told the background story and everything. I never felt that it was off or not well paced. I felt really engaged throughout the entire movie.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I mean, I loved it. I can't believe I'm saying that. I walked into this thinking I'm going to like it. I'm going to have some major issues. I walked out of it saying I loved it. And the only issue I have, I honestly count as minor.
Yep. Well,
that was me looking for a nitpick.
Well, with that being said, we both, I think we're both saying, go see the movie.
Yep. I'm Ben Tunes.
Yep. And I'm Super Beast. And we're saying, envision a better tomorrow.
Bye.
Together.
No. If you don't want to envision it, you don't have to envision it.
Goodbye.